Lonely, tough night, just
Eh, sige. Let's get back to business. So welcome again. So now I would be giving another recording, a separate recording to ito. Separate recording ito. Now we're going to discuss cognitive and intelligence assessment. So how do we measure thinking, memory, reasoning, and intellectual potentials? So what do we do? How can we know that the child has learning disorders or learning problems, specific learning disorder, or problems with IQ? So intellectual disability. Paano natin nalalaman, class? Can you give me an answer? How can we know that the child is gifted? How can we know that the child has intellectual incapacity or not intellectual incapacity, but intellectual disability or global developmental delay? How do we know? Yes, Nakorda. Yes. Yes, Dave. How can we know?
Ano sir, if the child is or lacks the necessary skills to be able to do when I mean there's a mismatch in their ages, sir. Like for example, sir, if the child is 6 years old and their mental capacity is or emotional capacity is of at 3 years old, sir.
Okay, okay. But how do we measure it as
Uh,
mental health practitioners?
we can measure it, sir, by means of certain tests, sir. Maybe it can be a test where it doesn't use words, more like on shapes and um, colors, sir.
Okay, yeah. We use tests, no? So that is the purpose, one of the purpose of cognitive assessment. So cognitive and intellectual assessment measures problem-solving skills, reasoning abilities, working memory, processing speed, verbal and visual spatial intelligence. Assessment also helps determine learning difficulties, cognitive decline, strengths and weaknesses, educational placement, disability evaluation, and forensic issues. We can also determine giftedness, no? Giftedness, and problems with learning. So the major intelligence test we have is the WASTE. This is Wechsler Adult Intelligence Scale. So, nakagi na mong psych assessment, no? So, familiar na mo, ane. Review na lang ni sa inyo, ha? The WASTE measures verbal comprehension, perceptual reasoning, working memory, and processing speed. It has a lot of scales inside. Comprehensive, this can take 3 days. Depende, no? Or one whole day. Kay comprehensive gid siya. Then West, this is for children ages 6 to 16. Wechsler preschool primary preschool scale intelligence, if I'm not mistaken, of its acronym for younger children, 2.5 year to 7 years old. And of course, the Stanford Binet Intelligence Scale SB5 na meron tayo nito sa school, no. This is worth 150,000, the SB5. Um it's mahal, no, kasi nga hindi na siya katulad sa waist na daghan siya variance ba for the age limit. Si SB5 man god, si Stanford Binet, kaya niya from 2 years old up to 80 years old. So, it measures across a lifespan, unlike in ways na naagid siya particular age groups norms na katulang yang i-measure. You got it, no? So, si Stanford Binet, all-in-one siya. SB5 ang pinakabago na version, while si Waze 4 ang pinakabago. Now, let's go to Wechsler Adult Intelligence Scale fourth edition, 16 to 90 years old. Here are the indices or the indexes: verbal comprehension, perceptual reasoning, working memory, and processing speed indexed. It measures adults' cognitive functioning across verbal, nonverbal, memory, and speed domains, and it uses neuropsychological evaluation for educational disability assessment, forensic evaluation, and employment screening. Um, for PNP, no? So, ayan, for military, ayan. And we have WISC. So, si WISC for children, 5th edition, is age range is 6 to 16 years old. This is designed to measure a verbal understanding, visual spatial analysis, fluid reasoning, working memory, and processing speed. This is used for school assessment, ADHD evaluation, learning disability screening, and child development clinics. So, WISC. Okay? Another variant ni Wechsler. Next, we have the Wechsler Preschool and Primary Scale of Intelligence, WPPSI-4. The age range is 2.6 to 7.7 years old, used to evaluate early cognitive development, language skills, and reasoning abilities. So this is used for developmental delays, just to know, giftedness, and autism, and speech language evaluations. So in clinics, these are standardized intelligence tests. Now let's go to Stanford Binet Intelligence Scale, 5th edition. Age range is 2 years old up to adult, no, 80 years old. Lifespan measure. It measures fluid reasoning, knowledge, quantitative reasoning, visual spatial processing, and working memory. This can be used for very young children, individuals with low functioning, and extremely high functioning individuals or giftedness. So all in one CSB5. Now we have Raven's progressive matrices individual version. This is a nonverbal type of test, unlike SB5 and WASTE, often used in groups. It can be grouped administered, or it can also be administered individually. I use this in my clinic. I own a Raven's progressive matrices. Daghan siya klase, no, na siya colored, na siya standardized, na siya standard, na siya standard, colored, and naapod siya sa ganitong pinaka-advanced. Yeah, na siya advanced progressive matrices. So, this measures fluid intelligence, non-verbal reasoning, abstract thinking, useful for clients with limited language ability, those that have no formal education, and can be used for cross-cultural testing and screening of giftedness or cognitive impairment. So nonverbal group intelligence test, it is a nonverbal measure of general intelligence. It measures the G factor, which is developed by John C. Raven. It is one of the most widely used culture fair test of reasoning, problem solving, and abstract reasoning. So RPM is based on Spearman's theory of intelligence, which emphasizes the G, general intelligence, the underlying factor across cognitive tasks, and educative ability, the ability to extract meaning from complex information. So what does RPM measure? Nonverbal reasoning, fluid intelligence, the GF, and perceptual and abstract thinking. So nonverbal patterns, completing sequences, understanding relationships, no? And fluid intelligence is problem solving in novel situations, logical reasoning or analysis, and perceptual and abstract thinking. So these are more of patterns, no? If inyong makitaan, you have to complete the picture. What is the best response? So you're looking for patterns, completing the sequence, understanding relationships, no? Types of ravens, we have the colored progressive matrices. This is used 5 to 11 years old. Yeah. Standard progressive matrices, 12 up until adult, old age, no? And we have advanced progressive matrices. So actually, the advanced progressive matrices, this is used for promotion, for managerial positions from HR. For those also that are gifted, that are highly gifted individuals, mas lisod na gid ang items ane, more complex and abstract items are there, no? The standard progressive mo lang ni siya ang naa sa tunga sa norm. Most typical person, no? Or usual na mga tao, no? Okay, si colored, for children siya and for very old adults na yun. Let's say those that have cognitive cognitive decline, no, with impairments na yun, or individuals with cognitive impairments also can be used for children with intellectual disability and other forms of mental health problems that are related to intelligence. Considerations, validity considerations, cultural validity, language proficiency, especially for verbal test, examiner bias, and the testing environment. So you know naman about that, about yung true score, no, and error variance. Error variance, ito yung parang hindi talaga yun yung kanilang hindi talaga yun yung true score nila. There's no such thing as makukuha mo talaga yung true score nila because every true score, it also has an error variance. Our goal is to reduce the error variance. APA and PAP require the use of standardized norm test, competence and administration, and fairness and cultural sensitivity. Okay? So we, as much as possible, we can use standardized test. Yeah. Competence then, especially in administrating test, and fairness and cultural sensitivity. Why IQ testing is debated in psychology, education, and society. Sige daw, IQ. What does IQ? Why is IQ important? Sige daw, gusto na ko mahibalaan. Why do you think IQ is important? Sige daw. Or knowing your IQ is important. Sige daw. Why does knowing IQ is important in the individual, organization, personal, no, or sa society? Ngano man important ang intelligence? Sige daw. Manawag tabi. Felicity, Elfriend, Pakanya, Clapis, Nakorda, Bongkak. Answer, ano lang ninyo, kanang mga, huna-huna lang ninyo or inyuhan lang mga point of view. Why does IQ important? Sige lang, manawag tabi. Marjorie, ngano important mahibalaan or ngano important ang intelligence sa isa ka person? Okay, Ryan, why is intelligence important or getting to know your intelligence is important?
Am I audible po, sir?
Yes, you are.
IQ is important because it helps a person understand their capabilities. In cases where you yourself mag-isip ka na, maybe there's something wrong with me. How can I not answer this kind of questions? Why am I not understanding certain concepts? Like, is there a reason for this? When you take IQ tests, it helps you understand kung anong level of intelligence na meron ka. And meaning din yan, you understand more about yourself and you are able to kanang work on things that are within your level. It also helps people understand that there are people na gifted, may mga people na slow, pero hindi madi-discredit yung kanilang overall intelligence kasi IQ tests only parang explain certain parts of you, not all of you. So, yun yung
Okay.
thoughts ko about it, sir.
Okay, good. Okay. So, well, as I learned, no, intelligence, na-type na ko siya, corresponds also with adaptive capacity, uh, cognitive, daily functioning, your ability to survive in the world, how you can solve problems, no, in everyday life. So, dili lang siya ka ng bright. Ay, bright kay siya. Memorize niya ni siya, yung ana. Intelligence is very correlated with adaptation to survive, no? If may problem, how can we fix it? It's your IQ working. Imong IQ, let's say maps, no? Pagtaas imong visual spatial, you're not going to get lost because you know asa kang iadto, asa imong pasikot-sikot ingana, no, if you're like driving and all. So IQ is not just like how ka mag-memorize. IQ is not just about how ka mo storya, how ka mag-English, 'di ba? Ingana man na, 'di ba? Say mga tao pag nagaingon sila na, "Wala how siya mag-English, bright kay siya," no? Lahi po na siya. Part gid ang eloquence. But of course, intelligence mainly is your ability to survive, to solve problems, no? In everyday life. Daily functioning nimo ba? You can do multitasking, you can solve contingencies, ana. You got the point? Adaptation, ha? Adaptive functioning, and of course, daily functioning. That's why appeal siya sa mga psych report. Kay even though dili gyud kana gyud ang purpose, but ang kapasidad nimo ba na mag-alagag bata, ang kapasidad nimo na inganing ana, no? So, you got it. You got the point. Even though it's not learning, it's not the learning potential you are trying to measure, but that is for children mong yun, no? But part also is to know kung unsa imuhang kakayahan, capacity na makasustain, no, sa pang-araw-araw na kinabuhi. Okay? So hope you got that. And now let's proceed with So ravens among our widely used and most criticized psychological tools. Pomeranz highlights controversies, many of which arise from ethical, cultural, scientific, and social considerations. No, actually ginagamit kinako si ravens yun. Ravens, no, mas kana akong ginagamit. Western-centered norms, most IQ tests were developed in Western countries. So expectedly that there are biases, Western language, Western values, and Western educational systems. This leads that tests may not fully reflect the abilities of non-Western cultures, indigenous populations, multilingual individuals, and those from low socioeconomic backgrounds. Diba? No? Especially ang norm ana is naamang gid sa laing bansa, no? But nama po tayo mga Philippine-based po na mga test po. So language and communication barriers, even nonverbal tests still require understanding instructions, familiarity with test-taking rules, familiarity with geometric or abstract patterns. And Filipino children from rural areas may have less exposure to puzzles and spatial tasks. Next, schooling heavily influenced IQ test performance. Let's say vocabulary, abstract reasoning, test familiarity, problem-solving strategies. Thus, test results may reflect educational inequality, not innate ability. Socioeconomic environmental influences. So a major controversy is the claim that IQ is purely innate, and research shows that environment strongly impacts IQ. Poverty, nutrition, parental education, exposure to trauma, quality of schooling, access to books, toys, and stimulation, and the Flynn effect. So one factor is, as time goes by, rising IQ scores because of the familiarity. That's why naga-revised siya, no, ga-update. Kay kumbaga, ma-outdated na siya ba? Kay ang IQ daw na to is nagataas man po siya eventually. Reinforces that IQ is not fixed. This contradicts early claims that intelligence is primarily inherited. So, ang Flynn effect is every 2 years ata, mag-addog 2 sa IQ ng isa ka person if dili ko nagkakamali. So, mo nang Flynn effect. Kaya every now and then, na-adjust mga revisions or na-adjust mga updates sa test. No? Para intact yapon siya dito as a current na sa current time, no? Okay? So, again, I challenge ang standardized verbal test because of culture, no? Culture differences. And especially, whether we like it or not, standardized siya, niagi gid siya rigorous research and standardized procedure, but still, dili yapon siya totally maka-encompass gid sa culture nato kay lahi man punta. And there are of course a lot of Filipino-based tools. Even though na mga Filipino-based gyud na mga tools, pag imong ihatag sa Bisaya, maglisod pud og sabot usahay. Ngano man ingana. Challenge gid siya, no? Challenge gid siya. na-adjure sometimes discrimination for those that have no formal education. You got the point? I'm telling you it from personal experience. Kaya tagan ako verbal test ang isa ka person na wala jud siya formal education, grade 6 lang yun human. Dili siya kasabot. Saon ako na. Alangan naman i-interpret na ko siya. Syempre, mo effort yung kay imuha jung ano gid no. Every item gid nimo pasabton sa iya. Kapoy kina siya class. Honestly. So, mogamit na lang jud tag non-verbal test, no? Kana ang sako aha, culture fair test na nga. Mawalaan siya cultural loading ba? Gamay ang cultural loading niya. So, nibasa man siguro mo sa assessment, no? Okay? So, you have questions about this, about IQ test, no? Nga, kanitong last lesson, personality and behavioral assessment. This will be our last lesson. Medyo taas siya. 46 to 76 slides. Personality and behavioral assessment. Kanina tong last question. So, daghan ni siya components, projective test. Then, behavioral and observation, personality assessment. Yeah. Kana, the use of psychological test and the challenges of using it. So, muna siya to ang end lesson sa module 2. No, may questions? Nga. Sige, discuss lang na ako siguro no since napamantay time para next week dili na nako i-discuss ang inyong summative ha. So at least next week lesson na lang ta. So summative task, so research inspired essay and reflection activity for 50 points. So inyong buhaton ani listen guys. Importance of psychological assessment in the Philippine context. You focus in clinical interviews, personality assessment, and psychological testing. It can be done solo, by pair, or group of 3. You choose your own if you want to do it by group. Written research inspired essay siya for at least 10 pages. So naka-upload siya sa inyo. Dapat ma-upload na ninyo sa kung kaya ninyo siya ma-upload since document man ni siya, ma-upload directly to the Canva, no? I-change siya na ako nino. Upload the file directly to Canvas, no? Oh, yeah, sa Canvas niyo siya mag-direct or option. If cannot, upload the shareable link of the OneDrive, no? So but ang default ani is gamit jud mo i-upload gid niyo siya directly, no? So nani siya kanang turn it in, no, na AI checker. Ako among ano sa inyo is gusto jud nako na maka amo ba naa siya personal pod. So dili lang siya research pod. I mean direct lang pod ninyo i-ano sa AI. So prepare a research-informed essay discussing the importance of psychological assessment in the Philippines, focusing on interviews, personality assessment, and psychological testing. The paper must be at least 10 full pages, excluding the title page and references. You may be work individual, in pairs, or in groups of 3. Use at least 5 scholarly sources, including local research when possible. Follow the required structure. See the section B, no? Use APA for formatting for citations and references. And again, it can be uploaded the file directly to the Canvas. Okay, kana ha ang submission ninyo para direct na din siya. Deadline ani is February 8. So, mo na ang pinaka-hardest deadline. Required structure, you can see here the title page. You can create your own title, abstract, 150 to 200 words, brief overview of the purpose, key points, and main conclusions. Introduction 1 to 1.5 pages. Define psychological assessment, explain its role in clinical psychology, state the purpose and the scope of the paper, and the psychological assessment methods, 3 to 4 pages. clinical interviews, types, purpose, and application in Filipino settings, personality assessment, common tools, culturally relevant issues, appropriate issues, and psychological testing, cognitive, emotional, behavioral assessments, relevance in education, mental health, and organizational work, and Philippine context and cultural considerations, 2 to 3 pages. Kani siya, no? Influence of cultural values, language, and socioeconomic realities, importance of assessments under RA 10029 and other guidelines, relevance in schools, hospital, workplaces, and government programs, ethical and professional standards, so 1 to 1.5 pages, integrative discussion, 1 page, reflection section, then 1 to 2 page, and references. So use also this guide questions for you to incorporate in your reflection. So why are psychological interviews, personality tools, and tests essential for understanding Filipino clients, and so on and so forth. So this is the rubric for grading, research depth and accuracy, structure and organization, cultural and ethical insight, reflection quality, and writing quality and APA style. So aside from the references, you also incorporate your own thoughts, no? Your personal pud ninyo na mga ano na analysis as psych students. So you have questions in this task before before natin siya yan. Do you have questions?
Yes, sir.
Yes, what it is? Yes, Dave.
Ano, sir, required gid siya, like, minimum gid siya sa 10, sir. What if maabot na siya mga 9 pages, sir? Or like 9.5, sir? Depending on, like, excluding na ba yan, sir? Like, bibliography, sir? Or like, ang reference list?
Okay, full page siya, exclude ng title and ng references. So, daghan mo siya parts pod, abstract introduction, then psychological assessment, murag inyo siyang himay-himayon. So, I encourage that you go with at least 10 full pages yun, no? There are also questions man pwede inyong pwede ma-answer pod ba. Kumbaga inyo hapon ni siyang ipang-incorporate pod sa paper. So I recommend follow the 100 the 10 na minimum required na writing output. Yeah, so i-follow lang natin nato ang at least 10 full pages gyud. Dave, no? Ito siya.
Okay po, sir. Thank you, sir.
Okay. Sige. Okay. Okay, thank you. Thank you so much. So if there are no questions, no, I hope you've learned something for today. And again, just a reminder of the outputs that you have to finish for today. The formative assessments, the quizzes, no? So mao lang to. And daghang salamat. Enjoy the rest of your week and God bless you guys. Thank you.